Hey plant fam, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Forgive me, I just woke up. Everything is under construction still, so we're just gonna ignore all of the mess, me included. But I need to water everything in my cabinet, and I figured it'd be a really good time to show you guys what all is in the cabinet. So we're gonna go through every plant. I hope you guys enjoy it. I am gonna break it into two parts because there are quite a bit of things in the cabinet. So yeah, you'll see me in both videos looking the same because I'm filming it all in one day, but I am gonna break it into two parts because it's gonna be a very, very long video. So here's part one. I hope you enjoy it. We're gonna get right into it. Right now, this is what the cabinet is looking like. I have you guys on the stand, so it's kind of hard to show you. There we go. Okay, she's full. Excuse my hands and my nails. I'm recovering from a procedure and I just don't have the energy really to do anything. But this little guy is a silver blush crossed with an RVDP open, and I'm very excited to see what this turns into. It needs to be repotted. This next one is an Anthurium Pappy crossed with a Tim Anderson mag. It's a interesting hybrid. I'm very excited to see what it does. I love the emergent on this one, and the wide sinus is kind of giving me some hope that it's going to be a very interesting Anthurium. Excited to see how this goes. I really cannot wait until warmer weather because everything is just growing so slow. Also, I apologize if I'm very shaky. I'm trying very hard to keep everything still. I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't make you feel like sick or something. Okay, this one's a crazy cross. And if I remember to, I will write it down at the bottom so that you guys can kind of absorb the entire cross. But this is a pink lemonade crossed with a windy dresslery. Then that was crossed with a black crystal that was crossed with a pink Wonder Boy. And I am so super excited about this. Oh, this was a wish list plant. This is a Hoya Jasminka. Look how stunning this is. And she's got a new growth. So I'm very, very excited. She is stunning. Oh, stunning. This one here is the Anthurium Darkest Panama crossed with a Dark Mama. So stoked about this cross. It's going to be so good. We have a Hoya Stygiolatus. This one is very sun-stressed. I thought I loved this. The more that she's here, the less I feel like she's scratching an itch for me. So I don't know. Another really interesting Anthurium cross, but it's a WFN crossed with a PAP that was then crossed with a plant that was a mag, crossed with a Morinense, crossed with a Bess. So yeah, this one's going to be really cool. I'm excited for it. Still on the Anthurium baby train. I've been obsessed with Anthurium lately, like more than normal. It's crazy. But another crazy cross. This is a Bess crossed with a windy dress that was then crossed with a Dresslery / Carla Amanda that was crossed with a BVEP. So this is going to be a gnarly little blend. Here was another wish list plant. This is Hoya Polynera. This is the outer variegated and it has beautiful new growth on it. I love the coloring of this one. Next is my buddy Lino. You guys probably remember him because we potted him up together. This is the King of Clare oh my gosh, can't talk. The King of Clare King Clarinervium. He hasn't changed much, but he does have a little leafy baby coming, so he's happy. This is the Anthurium SG Venom crossed with an X1. Very stoked about this cross. I think it's going to be beautiful. And this is Caroline, in case you're wondering. Most of them have names, so if I can remember, I'll tell you their names, but I might forget. This is the Alocasia Pink Dragon. This was actually a tissue culture, so she's no longer domed. She's got nice juicy roots in there. So we have a successful tissue culture. This is the Alocasia Dragon Scale Mint. I named her Genevieve. She had a beautiful leaf up here that was kind of dying off. So once this leaf pushed out, I went ahead and just cut that leaf off. I don't know if you could see how stunning that leaf is. Oh my goodness. And again, it was a tissue culture that acclimated well and is doing well. I feel like we're going to be here forever. I need to speed it up. This is the Philodendron billetiae variegated. This was not a tissue culture. This was an acclimated kind of like seedling, but she pushed a new leaf and she's doing well. I believe we potted this one up together as well. This is the Anthurium Gunayala crossed with the BVEP. This is Yuno, and he's doing phenomenal. Still hasn't pushed a new leaf yet, but this leaf hardened off and looks beautiful. The texture is insane, and I do see a new leaf brewing. It just hasn't hasn't come out yet, but he does have beautiful new roots. So I'm very, very proud of him. This also was not a tissue culture. This was an acclimated seedling. This is the Monstera deliciosa Legacy, and I named her Lucille. I love her. She's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these like monsteras don't look very different to me. I do see the difference between like the Thai constellation and this, but if we're talking like creme brulee and the Legacy, I think the difference is the coloring. Like I think the creme brulee is a creamier variegation. I don't know, but I do like it. Just some of these monsteras, I feel like they're kind of a stretch, but what can you do? We do have some new fuzzy roots, which is always good to see. Our Monstera Laniata, I think I did show this to you guys before. Her name is Billy, and this one is doing really well. Obviously, as you can see, popping a new leaf, but also look at these roots. Holy crud. She is doing phenomenally well. I had chopped a little bit of her stem and just propped it just to see what happens. And we have a new leafy coming. So we have two of the Laniata mints. This one's Aiden. We have a Queen of Hearts. This is Amelia. I feel like maybe you guys have seen this. Honestly, I don't remember what y'all have seen and haven't seen. There's a lot you haven't seen, so I don't know. But this one's doing well. The only thing is that new leaf, if you can see, it is getting a little stuck. And I'm trying to leave it be, but it's like, it's hard to leave it be, you know? I don't want to hurt the new leaf, but she can't come out. I don't know. We'll see. But this is Amelia. This is a Monstera deliciosa aurea. This is a tissue culture, and the seller had listed this as a Maryland, but when I got it in, it was like the seller's tag said Maryland, but the lab sticker said aurea. And to me, I'm no expert, but this looks like an aurea to me. Correct me if you're confident that I'm wrong, but I've just felt like, I don't know, it just looked like an aurea to me. So I labeled it as an aurea. I named her Iris. She is stunning. She's my favorite aurea that I have because I do have a couple. And she has beautiful, juicy roots. I mean, she's just thriving. Again, this was a tissue culture and it acclimated well and is just beautiful. I cannot wait to watch her grow. We have Romeo. This is my Alocasia Frydek tattoo. It's also called an Emerald Tide. This one was a little bit of like a rehab type plant when it came. This leaf was like just not doing well, and as you could see, this leaf, I think it was still kind of trying to harden off when it got shipped, and it just kind of, it looks like it kind of started yellowing and stunting a little bit. But hopefully we'll get a new leaf here soon. I love the Frydek tattoos. They look so cool. Frydeks are one of my favorite plants, just the original green Frydek. If you've been around for a long time, you probably already know that, but the original green Frydek is just, it's one of my favorites, and then all the little variations of it are really cool too. So I'm excited to watch this one get nice and big, but this is Romeo. We have an Anthurium Wonder Boy crossed with Michelle. I named it Carson. And this one had a little bit of yellowing and like the little chunk taken out of its leaf when it got here, but it did have a little emerging leaf that I kind of thought I might lose because it was very small when it got here, but it got a little bit bigger and it's doing okay. So I think Carson is going to be just fine. I don't see roots, but when I tug, he's pretty secure in there. So I know he's working on it, but yeah, I'm very excited to watch this grow. I love this cross so much. So very excited about that. This is the Florida Beauty that I accidentally ordered. I'm not a huge fan of the Florida Beauty. I don't really know why. I like it in theory. It looks pretty, but I just, when I had one, I did not enjoy growing it, but it is what it is. Her name is Monica. She has beautiful new juicy roots popping in. Not a ton that I can see, but she is pretty well rooted in there. When I tug, she's secure in there and she's pushing a new leaf. So I know she's happy. She was very leggy when she got here, which I think is why I don't love growing these. They just get so leggy and it's just annoying to me. So we'll see, but she's doing well. This was another tissue culture that acclimated well. It's kind of hard to see, but it does have some beautiful roots popping. Look at that. Yay. So happy. This is the Alocasian Dragon Scale Albo, and I named her Luna. She did have one other leaf, but it wasn't doing so well, so I cut it. But as you can see, she's got some new growth coming. So I'm very excited to see what her new leaf looks like. I don't know if I showed this to you already. This is the Anthurium Ace of Spades crossed with the Dresslery. I've never had good luck with Dresslery or any of their crosses before, so I was a little scared of this one, but it was so pretty. And honestly, it's doing really well. As you can see, we've got some beautiful new roots. I don't know if you could see that one, but it's doing very well. I named it Moira, and it's beautiful. It's got some scarring on both of the leaves, but that's okay. That's okay. It hasn't died. It's actually rooting, which is a first for me. Like literally every Dressler I've ever owned, any cross. I don't know if I ever had a pure dress, but I know all of the crosses I've ever had, they like instant death. So I'm very, very proud. I don't want to look at it too long because I'm scared it will change its mind on me, but doing really well. This is the Alocasia Yucatan Princess, the variegated one. I named her Angelina. She's beautiful. I am very, very happy to have her. I will admit I bought her by accident. My phone dropped during a live sale, and when I went to pick it up, I like must have hit the buy now or the swipe or whatever. Like I accidentally hit the button, and next thing I know, the seller was like, "Congrats!" And I was like, "Oh," but I guess happy accident. I don't know. I'm excited now that she's here. Here we have a Monstera Mint. This was also like an acclimated seedling. I named her Mandy. She's super adorable, and she's finally pushing a new growth for me, which is fun. I'm excited to see what the new leaf looks like. I'm pretty sure you guys remember this. This is the variegated Anthurium vitarifolium. This is Gabriel. This is the one that like we kind of separated and had two in one pot. I don't see new roots on him, but hasn't croaked on me, so I'm leaving him alone. This is Celine. This is the Alocasia Ninja Tricolor. I absolutely love her. She's not rooted heavily, but I do see new roots in there. Like she's very loose, so I think she had to regrow roots, so I'm trying not to mess with her too much, but I do see fuzzy roots in there. They are growing. She's just not as rooted as I would hope that she is by now, but that's okay. Her leaf is still hanging in there strong, and I hope that once she continues to push a few more roots, maybe we'll start getting some new leafies on her. But she's beautiful. I just love. Ugh. Ooh, this is Enzo. This is the Anthurium Galaxy crossed with the blue pap. I did show you guys this one. Unfortunately, the emergent leaf did kind of get like stunted, and it obviously just had a really hard time. It is what it is. It's okay though. Overall, he seems pretty healthy. I can't wait to see the new leaf though, because I want to see how dark the leaves turn, because the emergents are so dark. So I want to see if it gets any darker than this or not. So yeah, but still doing all right. This is also an Aurea, and this was another one that was labeled as a Maryland, but I just don't feel like it looks like a Maryland. And again, the actual tissue culture bag from the lab said Aurea. So I labeled it as an Aurea, and she is showing off. Look at these roots. So another successful, extremely successful tissue culture that was acclimated, working on a new leaf down there. She's just showing off. She's beautiful. This is one of my favorites. This is Tegan. She's an Alocasia Black Velvet Gold. This is a tissue culture that I just acclimated. This leaf is so stunning. Are you kidding me? And she is working on a new leaf, so I'm very, very excited. Something about this variegation, it's just so good. Remy is the Alocasia Simpo Albo, and one of our plant fams commented in the video kind of explaining the difference between the Sinuata and the Simpo. I think they had said that the Simpo is a cross between the Sinuata and the Lucawan, if I'm remembering correctly, but it was such cool information, so thank you again for sharing that. So this is just the Alocasia Simpo Albo. Again, I named her Remy. She's the most beautiful Simpo Albo I think I've ever seen, truly. And she's got a new leaf coming. I am so excited to see what that leaf looks like. So yeah, this was another tissue culture that was successful. She's obviously happy. She's pushing a new leaf. We have the Philodendron verrucosum that I named Dakota. She just popped a new leaf for us, as you can see. So pretty, and she's working on another, so she is happy. This is one that's probably gonna have to be on a pole because she is a climber, but I'm gonna give her a little more time, obviously. I told myself I wasn't gonna do pole plants, but I might make an exception for a few. We'll see. This was a reverted variegated billetier, and as you can see, I don't know which was which here. I want to say this was the first leaf, and there was some variegation on it. Then it pushed another leaf, and there's a very, very small bit of variegation in this little corner of the leaf, but the rest of the leaf is pretty much all green. and it's pushing a new leaf. So we'll see what happens. But honestly, for $2, I was like, we'll see what it does. This was one of the tissue cultures that I have recently acclimated to ambient. This is the Burl Marks variegated, and oh my gosh, I'm not a fan of these, to be honest with you. I got these for very, very cheap, and I just kind of wanted to practice, you know, acclimating tissue culture. So since they were cheap, I got a couple of these just to practice with. These have ended up being so pretty though. I mean, what? This is the first leaf that it pushed in ambient, and it just, it's beautiful. This next one was also a tissue culture. This is the Anthurium Silver Chrome Gardens. I labeled it wrong. It's SKG. This is the red crystal crossed with the Tuzula red crystal. I named him Elliot. He is beautiful. I thought I saw root. Yeah, okay. So we have root there. So perky, so happy. Look how beautiful this baby is. Oh my goodness. Cannot wait to see what he does when he grows up. We already have a new leaf trying to push, so Elliot's doing his thing, and he's so cute. I just love baby anthuriums. They're so sweet. This is a dragon scale mint. I am just blown away. Honestly, this leaf is what sold me. This leaf has stolen my heart and made me love it. I love that it's a half moon, but the half moon is like speckly variegation. There's just something about that is so, I don't know, it just steals my heart. I love this leaf so much. It is also pushing a new leaf. I'm very excited to see what that looks like. Okay, we're on our second shelf, and that one is mostly all tissue culture that are still acclimating. Some of these will be hard to see because they're very humid in there, but this is a philodendron strawberry marble. That is what she's looking like. I have another philodendron strawberry marble, but this one is happier than the other one. It's definitely doing a little better, a little perkier. The other one had some cold weather damage, so I think that's why the other one's not as perky as this one, but I'm very excited to see what this looks like when it gets bigger. The coloring is already pretty cool on it. I got this beautiful Alocasia Pink Nobilis. This is the Korean version. I haven't seen any other versions. Every time I see it, it's the K version, so I guess, I don't know. I don't know what the differences are, but look how beautiful the coloring on this leaf is. It's honestly unreal. This is the newest leaf. Obviously, it's not as colored, but still has that really pretty variegation. When I was potting this one up, because this was a tissue culture, it was already kind of growing a little offshoot. So I chopped it and I put it in this little container just to see if it would grow. And y'all, look. He's growing a little leafy. And it actually does have 2 more shoots coming off of that. I'm gonna leave them there, but I'm kind of hoping that they die off and all the energy gets pushed into this leaf, because I don't want it to like kill itself trying to activate all 3 of these growths, but I'm very excited about that. So we're gonna have 2 little pink nobilises. This is the Alocasia Poly Pink Ghost Mint. This one is still acclimating, but she is very pretty. She did push a new leaf and it's all green. So I'm curious to see how it progresses, if it's kind of reverting or if it's just maybe gonna do like one variegated, one green kind of thing. But either way, it's really pretty. This is an Anthurium King of Spades. This is Kai. This was an acclimated seedling. So it didn't have a whole lot of roots, but it wasn't in a bag. And I stuck it in pond for whatever reason. Did not like the pond, started yellowing off and dying. And instead of repotting it, I just stuck it in 2 cups to create humidity. And now look, it's pushed a new leaf. So I think it's gotten used to the pond. I think it's kind of recovered itself. I'm actually really happy to see that because I genuinely thought we were going to lose this one. This was another tissue culture that has been acclimated to ambient and is doing well. This is the Epipremnum pothos. This is the Manjula. This was a little bit scary because this one had some cold damage, but it did well. It acclimated well. I think we're good. This is an Alocasia Lauterbachia. This is the mint variegated one, and this one was also a TC. As you can see, some of the leaves that were in high humidity are starting to kind of yellow and aren't super happy, but it is pushing new leaves since taking the dome off. So this is the newest leaf. It's pushing a new leaf, and then look, it's growing a whole new shoot. So it's very happy. It acclimated really well. This is a second Lauterbachia mint. This one isn't as happy as Leo, but still doing okay. We are pushing some new growth in there, so we'll see what happens. It looks like it's trying to push 2 new leaves, so I don't know. This is a Monstera White Monster, and oh, I think we potted this up together. Either that or we named it together. This is Whitney. Whitney's been doing good. This next one is the Alocasia watsoniana glossy variegated. I named her Barbie. She is doing well. I'm trying not to tip her too much, but as you can see, she does have some nice little roots. Hopefully you can see that, but they're still very dainty, and for some reason they're growing up instead of down. But I've just been leaving her alone and letting her figure it out. This is another TC. This is the Alocasia Venom. I love that it's already kind of getting that venom shape. It's so cool. I love venoms. This is the Alocasia Infernalis Black Magic. I named him Harry because obviously magic, Harry Potter. I do see that it's trying to kind of push some new growth in there, so hopefully we'll have a new leaf soon. This is my Alocasia Pink Balloon Heart. Her name is Hepzibah. She's kind of been through it. She was dropped the other day and I had to repot her, but hopefully she's doing all right. She did have some decent roots on her though, so that was nice to see. But gosh, she's getting a little bit washed out with the lights behind me, but holy crud, just so pretty. This is a Philodendron Green Congo Nuclear. They are stunning. I mean, these are just so pretty. This is a tissue culture that has acclimated and is pushing new growth already, so that's exciting to see. This chonker is also a TC, surprisingly, because she's huge, but she was a TC. This is the Alocasia Pink Poly Snow. She's beautiful, and all of her leaves are just beautiful. This was her first leaf. This was the leaf after that. Look at the size up. That is insane. And then this is her most recent leaf. It's still kind of hardening off, but holy crud. She did not come to play games. I'm really, really stoked to see her get big because her coloring is just like insane. Another one I am very stoked about. This is another Alocasia Venom. They're some of my favorite Alocasias of the moment. I named it Sung Jin Woo. If you guys watch Solo Leveling, then you know. Kind of starting to do that venom shape. It has a Wobaebe coming. Very excited to see what that looks like. Jinwoo's doing very well. Here's an Anthurium seedling. I got this from Danny Anthuriums. She's just a Wobaebe. This is a Zara 29X crossed with an NSC Bessier A. I don't really have a lot of experience with like legit seedlings. This is literally a seed that sprouted. So I've never had an Anthurium quite that small, and so I just left it in the container and the substrate that they sent it in, and I'm just gonna leave it until it has several leaves, and then I'll figure it out from there. Now, this one looks kind of bad, but it's actually on the mend. This is a variegated or a mutated Gloriosum. Originally, she was like basically dead. She was just like melted completely across the substrate. And I honestly meant to throw her away and just never got around to it. And then when I went to go do it, I saw that she had some fresh green, non-melted growth. So I left her. And even though it's tiny, she is starting to push new growth and new leaves. So I'm leaving her and I'm letting her rebound herself. This is the other mutated Gloriosum. Again, these had just gotten some pretty gnarly cold damage, so the leaves that are in there right now are older leaves, and as you could tell, they're not the very happiest. They're better than the other one, but still not great. But very, very hard to show on camera, but right in between these two leaves here, there is some fresh growth trying to happen. Yeah, I'm giving it the opportunity to rebound itself. We'll see what happens. This is an adorable little seedling that I got from Big Leaf Apartment, I believe. And this is an Anthurium clarinervium. Why can I ever say that word? Anthurium clarinervium that was open pollinated. So we don't know who the daddy is. But again, a seed that has sprouted. And because I don't really have much experience with them, I just took the lid and stuck it on top. So not only does it have some humidity, but it also has labels, so I know what it is. So I just leave it in there like this for now. I am so excited about this one, you guys. This is Megan, and this is my Monstera Bulbasaur. Can we just get out? Again, sorry for the shakes, but holy, I think I'm making it worse trying to stay still. Okay, and look at this new leaf. She's a chonker. I am beyond excited to see what this leaf is going to look like. She's just doing so well. It's the most beautiful Bulbasaur I think I've ever seen, and I have plenty of them. I have, I think, maybe 5 or 6, but this is like by far the most beautiful one. I'm very excited to watch her grow because holy mackerel. And that was a TC that has acclimated. So yes, again, another Another successful TC. We're doing well with the TC, especially for being in the dead of winter. I'm impressed. This is the Alocasia Bambino Pink. This is Selena, and I think you guys remember her. So she gave us a scare. She started rotting at the base, but I cleaned her up and vented her, and so she started to push roots. As you can see down in here, she's got some nice fresh roots, and then she started pushing new growth. So as you can see, she kind of restarted herself. So she's on the mend, but she did give us quite the fright. I thought she was a goner. This is an Anthurium Pappy, the Lego Gatoon crossed with the Dark Phoenix. I named him Atlas. This one also had really bad cold damage and wasn't doing well, but I threw it in here anyway just to see what it would do, and we're finally getting a new leaf, which is great because as you can see, one of the older leaves fell off, the other one is not very happy. So I was excited to see a new leaf, and you could barely see it, but that little thing right here is a new fuzzy root. So Atlas is doing well. It does need some water, so I'm going to set him off to the side, but he is completely recovered and is doing well, which is really good to see because like I said, when he came in, him and his sibling were both very upset and did not look like they were gonna make it. This is his sister Maya. As you can see, it like just completely rotted away at one point, and I just left it just to see what would happen, and she gave us a new little leafy. So both of them have recovered against all odds because like I said, these were really badly cold damaged. I did not think they were going to survive it, but I'm impressed. This one is pretty cool because I never do well with these. This is the Musa Nono. My label maker auto-corrected, but it's a Musa Nono. This is basically like an Albo banana, and I usually kill these instantly. When I first got it in, these were the two leaves that it came in the tissue culture bag. They were okay, and then they started to brown once I got it in this substrate and it was acclimating. They browned off, which is why I cut them, just to prevent the rot from, you know, climbing down to the stem. But look, we've got a new leaf. I have literally never had a banana plant push a new leaf in my care ever. So I'm very impressed with this TC. I don't see any roots, but we do know that it's happy because it's got a beautiful new leaf. The crazy part is when I cut those leaves, it smelled like banana, like the peel of a banana. And when I tug, it is nicely rooted in there. So I know it's happy. I'm scared to get it out of its humidity dome though. So it is in the dome, still closed. Because I think what is my saving grace right now is the high humidity. I feel like what has killed it before is just not enough humidity. So I'm gonna keep it in a dome as long as I possibly can, but she is beautiful. All right, this next one is an Anthurium Zara crossed with a red blush. I named her Nova. She also was not very happy when she first came in. This was a TC, but as you can see, she has pushed two new leaves for me. So this leaf and this leaf were the old leaves, but we have two new leaves. They look nice and fresh. She's not heavily rooted in here, but she does have some nice fresh roots, just not a lot. So I'm trying not to mess with her too much. I also think it's too much substrate for the size of the plant. I need to work on that, but glad to see that she is kind of like recovering and doing okay. All right, in this one we have Sorcy. This is an Alocasia Black Velvet Pink. She is pushing new growth. The only thing is the growth looks like it kind of wants to rot. I've been trying to leave it alone, but I've just been trying to come in here and like wipe the wetness off of it so that she hopefully doesn't rot. She is rooted, not super heavily, but she is rooted. She, like the tug test shows that she's got some resistance. So I'm just trying to leave her alone but keep her dry. This next one is a Syngonium Milk Confetti. I'm not a huge fan, honestly, of Syngoniums, I won't lie, but it was free, so hey, you know? And it was good practice with the tissue culture, and she did really well, especially because I feel like Syngonium can sometimes be a little finicky. So she didn't die on me, and she is pushing a new leaf down there, so that's fun. This is Carly. She's a Monstera Creme Brulee. I am oh, she's got a new leaf. I wasn't there a few days ago. Nice. I was kind of worried about her because she was just very puny, and again, for the amount of time it's been, I didn't see any signs of life. I do see now a little fuzzy root down here. I see a new growth now. So that's really exciting. I was very nervous about her because I really did want a creme brulee. Again though, between the creme brulee and the Legacy, at least right now, there's not a huge difference. Or maybe, I don't know. Again, I keep hearing that the creme brulee is just a creamier version and this is a whiter version, so we'll see. My husband is cleaning the bathroom and the bathroom is on the opposite side of this wall. So if you hear a bunch of like spraying and scrubbing and whatever's, the fan is on because he's got the bleach out and stuff like that. So you'll hear noises. I apologize, but yeah, I'm not going to stop him. So anyway, here's Carly. She's doing well now. I'm relieved because again, I was a little bit nervous about her. I didn't know how she was going to do, but I'm glad to see she's doing good. This next one is a Zara crossed with a crystallinum crack vein. I named him Lennox. I might crack his dome a little bit because he just seems very wet in there, but at any rate, that older leaf, as you could see, was a little upset and curled, but then it pushed this new one and it's looking so good. It's actually quite large too. And then it is working on another leaf. Okay, so that was the top shelf and the middle shelf. We're gonna end this here and I'll do a part 2 of the 2 bottom shelves, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and I'll catch you in part 2. Take care of yourselves. Bye y'all.